Sorry, everybody. Karl over here totally forgot to wipe the memory card, so the camera fucked up. This episode is also in a pool, just like last week. So the audio's probably got planes in it, but there's no video today. So enjoy Karl and I splish splashing around and talking about whatever Mark Wahlberg.
All right. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a week. Karl hasn't left the pool. I haven't left the pool.
Rehab went great.
Rehab went awesome. I did a darkness retreat. I emerged a new man. But welcome back to the podcast. Oh, I guess I can admit this. Sorry, Grandma, but I started eating weed recently, and I know that's not like to most people. They're like, oh, okay, like who gives a fuck? But if you know me personally, you know that I've had a disdain for marijuana since I was a adolescent. So basically, here's my story. I would like smoke weed as a kid, and fucking whatever, and it's like fun. And then one day I just started smoking and was getting like real paranoid or whatever. It's not an uncommon case. And then I just every time I would smoke, I would get really paranoid. So I just didn't do it. This just wasn't my cup of tea. And then I don't know, like last week, I was at a party. I hit a joint, and then I was fine. I wasn't like super paranoid or anything like that. And then I was like, maybe I outgrew that. Maybe I can try it. So I went to the weed store, and I got really low 2 milligram THC gummies. And to all those weed smokers, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit! Like I could eat like 28 of those. I could eat more and we ain't fucking feel anything." But I'm here to tell you to go fuck yourself. So I eat these 2 milligram things, and one of the big things that happens when I smoke weed all the time is I always get out my own fucking case for being unproductive or like not working hard enough or something like that. So I was like, all right, I'll just get high and then I'll just work on music all night. 'Cause 2 milligrams. Usually I'm too high to like function because weed is so fucking strong. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll hit some weed, and then I'm like fucking zonked out of my mind. And then I can't do anything well. But so I was like, all right, 2 milligrams, that's nothing. We'll fucking make some music. And it got me thinking about the role of like drugs and like mind-altering substances in creativity. Obviously, a lot of people use whatever to like get creative. And I've always like kind of teetered back and forth because I think sometimes it is fun and it can help you get a little creative. But a lot of the times I think that like sometimes you just like, if you're like high or something like that, you just think your music is sick. What you're making is sick because you're fucking stoned or like because you're drunk. You know what I mean? You ever do that? You ever like write something when you're like fucked up and then you go back, you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Not particularly.
No?
I like drinking.
Period.
No, I like drinking a little bit in the studio because it gets me a little bit more like relaxed, I guess, and stop being too anxious, specifically on vocal days. It's like, okay, let's just fucking chill out and let yourself just try new things, because those are days where I think I need to come up with the best idea and then figure out how to get the best version of that best idea, which is so stupid. Like, you can write melodies. I'm not saying don't fucking have any idea of what you're going to do when you step in the booth or something, but not being able to pivot is so stupid. So that helps me a little bit. But anything else, especially like when it comes to, I mean, the idea of like being on psychedelic drugs and making psychedelic music, and like good, obviously that dates back to like the Beatles, and then like Tame Impala's shit. He doesn't verbally say like, I was on LSD when I wrote this song, but like we've seen the visuals at his concert, and he tells you about 5 times throughout the whole thing like, everybody be careful out there and don't fucking do too much stuff.
Yeah.
But there's like the obvious association between the genre of music and the drugs that you take. And it's always felt completely inaccessible, mostly like weed included, but also other drugs, because it's like all that stuff would just get me, like you said, incoherent. Like I can't do anything except for sit in a chair, let alone try to fucking play something that I could be comfortable releasing to the world someday. You know what I mean? So
I wonder how much of that stuff.
I think it's good that you found something that doesn't affect you too much, because then you can kind of dabble into that world, because it is interesting and intriguing, but also, you know,
I think what more than just it actually being about drugs or whatever that is helpful, quote unquote, for writing music. It's not like the drugs are helping. It's anything that I think takes you from your normal mindset of writing music and puts you somewhere else. So like, because if you write a song by sitting down on guitar and fucking finding some chords and then jumping off from there, if you do that 3 times, the 4th time you're going to be like, fuck this, it's not working. And in my experience, right? And then if every time I want to write a song, I sit down and start, you know, recording drums first and then build off that, whatever. Then after 3 times of that, I'm like, fuck, like I'm not feeling it anymore. It's just a change of scenery. Sometimes, like, if I want to write and I'm having trouble, I'll like come out here instead of being in the studio and write, and that helps. So like eating a little bit of weed is like a change of mind scenery, or having a couple drinks is like changes the scenery in your mind.
And your inhibitions.
Yeah, the inhibitions. I mean, I guess the alcohol would kind of do that. Weed doesn't really make me like, yo, dude, like I don't give a fuck, bro. It doesn't really make me do that.
Yes, it does.
Does it? I mean, I don't know.
But
yeah. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is I've always found the association, like you were saying, with like psychedelic music and psychedelic drugs and stuff like that. Because I tell people what I listen to, psych-wise, and also like I got long hair. I bet most of you guys think I probably smoked weed, but I haven't smoked weed in fucking 5 years until last week. Like, people always assume that, like, the psych music, it's like, oh, yeah, you just fucking get stoned and fucking listen to it, bro.
yeah, it's a perception for sure. That's
like,
palpable.
I didn't do it. Like, I just fucking like that music because it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, it's just an interesting thing to fucking think about. All right, let's go over all the drugs and what's associated with what genres. So, like, psychedelic is obviously, like, acid and shrooms. What's associated with punk?
Heroin.
I was going to say blow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But blow is also associated. Well, like, rave music is obviously, like EDM. That's obviously, like, Molly, but, like, also coke and, like, also meth and also ketamine. Meth, fucking EDM music, I feel like. And acid and shrooms. It's just, like, all the drugs. Which fucking EDM heads, they're like the modern day fucking deadheads, bro. That's like 2023's dead.
The Grateful Dead is done.
Oh yeah, they just had their last tour.
It's over. What are all those people gonna do?
Well, John Mayer's probably gonna continue to pretend he's 25, even though he's fucking
Maybe him and Mark
pushing
Wahlberg will
50.
start hanging out.
Yo, Karl's got beef with Mark Wahlberg.
I do.
Yo, our friend Maddie is fucking blocked by Mark Wahlberg on Instagram.
Why? What
She's like bullying him or some shit. She like fucking
That's awesome.
I think she was just like in his comments, just like shitting on him like fucking nerd. I don't know what the fuck. I'll ask her what she did and I'll tell her on the next episode. But yeah, she got blocked by Mark Wahlberg either on Instagram or Twitter. It's fucking hilarious. Which is so weird because Mark Wahlberg has how many followers? Millions?
It's probably I would guess probably around like 10 to 15 million followers.
And she's blocked by him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He must block so many people. I mean, he's probably got like a team of people that run his social
Blocking
media.
people.
The fucking Mark Wahlberg's not up at night reading hate comments like "fuck this girl."
Dude,
I'm
he might
blocking
be.
her."
He might be.
Maybe. I mean, he probably has access to it as well, but he definitely has people that are doing it.
Nah, he's
But
too busy going to
I
church.
can't fucking stand him, bro. I can't stand him.
Nah.
I don't like hate him like, oh, I would never see another Mark Wahlberg movie ever. I actually fucking love a lot of his movies. But him with his new fucking clothing brand and like the cringy fucking videos he's putting out, like trying to be all like rizzed up and shit, and
Rizzed up.
dude,
He's rizzing people up.
dude, it's like he's like the world's first 50-year-old that figured out like how to fucking push his jaw out to make it look like he's got a more defined jaw in photos or something. Like I can't stand watching what he says and does on like Instagram and TikTok and shit.
He does. He's like, I saw one today. It's like him in front of church. He's like, yo, it's Sunday. Fucking bless up, guys. See you later.
Don't forget to fucking 2-for-1 sneakers on my website, link in bio. Bless up. Yeah, he's kind of trying to seize a little bit of like a viral moment where he went on the Today Show on Ash Wednesday or whatever
With
and
his
said like,
fucking ashes.
I'm not afraid to be Christian. My faith defines who I am. And now he's like, the Hollywood Christian poster boy. And he's trying to sell fucking sweatshirts and sneakers. So whatever, more power to him. But
I just fucking wet my hand. I'm not gonna be able to hold the microphone anymore.
oh no.
But
I don't know. Yeah. If you're fans of the podcast, everybody go find something to shit on Mark Wahlberg for publicly.
put it in the comments. Find your least favorite thing about Mark Wahlberg. And,
Everybody go on Mark Wahlberg's Instagram and tell him that he's a short king.
Is he short?
I think so. He looks pretty short. Maybe he's not. It would be funny if he was like 6'3".
That's funny.
But nah, he's definitely
That's just. I thought it was Jake coming. Jake's coming over for rehearsal.
nuts.
What else is going on, man? Anything fun? Anything cool? Anything nice?
I don't know. Trying to get Rose Champion done, and that's going to be out end of September.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should fucking post
End
that
of
on my
September?
Instagram. Yeah.
You better get the fuck going.
Yeah. I mean, I just got to finish vocals and then mix it, and then we'll be good to go.
One thing that people don't realize is how fucking far ahead you have to like. Maybe they do realize it. How far ahead people are with their releases. Like, most people, I think independent artists are the quickest, but it's still like 3 weeks ahead of the release or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I mean, everybody else, it's like months,
Yeah.
maybe years,
Like, people who are on major labels, their record is like done, and then it doesn't even get like fucking announced.
It's
It feels
movies,
like,
bro.
yeah, it is like movies. It is
You
like
know?
movies.
When it's not only is it because it needs to be extremely strategic, but also if you have that large of a team, communicating the points between the entire team and the fans, just you have to build in more time for good communication between people and the artist to the fans and the label to the fans, and plan a tour and announce everything in a timely manner.
I think.
What?
Sorry, not to cut you off. I'm kind of like not going to go off what you said and kind of change subjects. But I think that TikTok, like the TikTok musician thing, I don't think it's over, but I think a lot of it has shifted. I think like TikTok's algorithm or whatever fucking shifted. And now I think people are not super like viral capable now as much as they used to be. But I think people are going to build really dedicated fan bases. And I saw a motherfucker that I enjoy very much. He's a musician, and he started a fucking podcast. And we're ahead of the curve, Karl. We did it before.
I don't know if your mic is loud enough to.
Podcast. I just saw a couple musicians like have a podcast. Danny Brown's got one now. Slow Joy was the one I was referring to. He's like this fucking like guy.
Danny Brown is pretty much only a podcaster now because he's on a lot of podcasts as well. So
yeah,
and he's great at it too, man. He's
really
funny as fuck.
He's really fucking funny. And also, this is not a musician, but fucking Anthony and Meadow Soprano, whoever their actor names are. They have a podcast all on Your Mom's House, which is Tom Segura's fucking thing.
You know what's crazy is that I don't remember the actor's name. like has not changed at all. He's got to be close to 30 years old. If
Oh
he's
yeah,
not already
he
30.
still looks like fucking
He looks
12-year-old.
He looks like a 16-year-old still,
Yeah.
and it's insane because he's. I realize like it's so crazy because he did an episode of Your Mom's House.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, like he went on, and it's definitely just to promote their podcast because it's not out yet, but it's going to be. And so he went on Your Mom's House with Dino P and Tom, and I was like, that's so crazy. And then I'm like, oh wait, they're like in their late 40s, and this kid is in his early 30s, I think. So it's not that weird. It's just adults.
Wait a minute. Is he in his early 30s? Because
I
when
don't-
did the Sopranos end?
A while ago.
Yeah, and he was like, I guess he was a kid when it started. I don't know. These are all things I should Google, but I'm not gonna, because I'm not gonna sit here and let you guys just watch me Google things. All right, good. Let me see. What's his name?
I don't know.
Who played Anthony Soprano?
Well, that's gonna come up as James Gandolfini.
Who played Anthony Soprano Jr.? Robert, how do you say that? Eiler? Robert Eiler?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look up how old he is now. Oh, his birthday was 85. What does that make him?
So he'll.
He's in his 40s?
So
Wow.
wait. So he would have been 20 in 2005.
Wow. He's old as fuck and he still looks that young.
He's 38.
Good for him.
What the fuck? Yeah,
Wow.
that's insane. That's so
He's
crazy.
like, what about that? Oh, he might have that thing. What's that fucking guy? It's like a. It's not a. I don't want to call it.
Progeria.
I don't want to call it a disease, but like, what's that fucking dude? He's got real thick glasses. He's like 50, and he looks like legitimately like 15 years old. Fuck, I forget his name.
Hayabusa.
No, not fucking Hasbulla. Not Hasbulla. It's like, it's not. It's kind of like Hasbulla, but not that crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna figure it out.
I'm not sure either. But let's what time do we start? We'll
I think right around 4:30,
Uh,
maybe a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
We've probably been going for almost 20 minutes.
I think it's longer, or not as long as that. But yeah, I'm about to go camping, guys. So I'm going up to Big Sur
for rehab
for rehab
again.
again for the third time or the second time. Yeah, I'm gonna go do a little camping, a little hiking. But I guess when this one comes out, I'll probably be balls deep in a fucking trail, bro. Balls deep in a fucking trail. This is me walking on a trail, balls
It's
deep.
gonna be balls deep in a mountain lion this time next week.
Fucking horrifying. Did you know that bears don't live in California? Like grizzly bears?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that, but like I thought it is still wild to me.
Yeah.
Look at Jake. He's gonna come and be like, "You guys doing the fucking podcast out here?
You guys are doing the podcast in the pool.
Hey,
That's
you guys
cool.
doing the podcast? Is your friend? I'm Jake Moskov.
Jake.
Oh, I'm
I
Jake.
play my bass upside down.
Our friend and bass player Jake plays
Jake.
his fucking bass
Oh,
upside
we went
down.
to
He's looking at.
Shout
the
out
fuck?
Jollibee. for
No,
their
not
fried
shout out
chicken.
Jollibee. It's like it isn't it have like
For their spaghetti fried chicken.
have you had it?
No.
Hey Jake, is the Jollibee is the spaghetti like Skyline chili, like where it's like kind of got like cinnamon on it? Just a lot of sugar. Maybe we had Skyline
cinnamon?
chili. He's not gonna have Skyline chili. It's like this, like Midwest
Yeah.
Ohio
No,
thing.
I have to go buy chicken.
I
Nobody
would-
got chicken. I didn't know Justine was gonna go and get you food. I was gonna ask to get something as well, and you guys
No, that's
just went
he
and
got
bought.
that food.
Justine went and got fucking chicken. She walked in with it.
She got Hawaiian barbecue.
Oh. I
Yeah.
know.
Yo, I'm fucking starving. Honestly, I'm gonna cut this episode short because I'm really hungry.
Who knows if it's short?
Who knows?
We could have been going for
Look
a
at
while now.
look. She's got my. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Remember, don't forget, find the thing that you don't like about Mark Wahlberg. Put it in the comment section, and then we'll fucking. Hey, why did Maddie get? Why did she get banned or blocked by Mark Wahlberg? I know.
What'd she
She
say?
harassed him. You don't remember what she said? All right.
All right. Well,
Genital harassment on the daily, she says.
I think I'm going to make fun of him for looking like a toddler trying on his dad's clothes.
She doesn't like that he wakes up at 3 a.m. All right, here's what I'll do. I'll ask Maddie personally, and these are her top three things. I'll put them right here. These are the things that she doesn't like about Mark Wahlberg.
All right, there's no video to this podcast, so I'm just going to read the 3 reasons of why Mark Wahlberg sucks. Number 1, the racism thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about,
neither do I.
Neither do I. Number 2, the fact that he can't just be a dude. He can't ever be chill. He's always on his grind, and he's a millionaire A-list actor, and he's always hashtag fighting for something. And Maddie also thinks that he should spend some of his unscheduled time with his kids. Number 3, she doesn't like his big ego. Kind of relates to the whole grind culture thing. Also, he said if he was there, he could have stopped 9/11. And then after that, Maddie said, although I would have stopped 9/11, that whole thing is kind of baller. And then also, apparently Mark Wahlberg calls Lent, like the Christian holiday, Mark Wahlberg's 40-day challenge. So, yeah. Fuck him.
All right, God up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, bless up, everybody.
Bless up.
Yo, don't forget to pray. Yeah, don't forget to pray and go see Ted 3 on Blu-ray.
And don't forget that evolution isn't real.